Now, is it necessary? No, but half the stuff we do around here isn't necessary, so why not? We're gonna have that extra engine laying around. Why not have a dual engine Yamaha G1 golf cart? So, oh my gosh. Welcome back, guys. I am super excited to announce today of a new mini series that I'm going to be starting. If you are familiar with our 91 Z28 Camaro, don't worry, this car is not going anywhere. It is currently broken, but we do have some big things in store for it. But in this episode, I wanted to introduce to you the next phase of kind of fun stuff we're going to be doing around here as far as like engine swaps and stuff like that. It's not going to happen in this garage. Let me show you our shop that's down below and show you what our next project's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you mini motor madness. This is where our next main project is going to take place, which is going to be the 81 Yamaha. As you can see, we don't have an engine in it currently. And what are we going to put in it? None other than the notorious Predator 212. We are also going to be putting a Predator 212, which I have another one of these. We're going to stuff that in our Coleman RB100, which currently is a 105cc. Yeah, we're gonna have to step that up. So, like and subscribe, because we're gonna have all sorts of fun little projects around here. We're doing the golf cart, we're doing the mini bike. Anyways, let's get to work. So we got it cleaned up, power washed up. In this episode, I'm just going to kind of show you what we're dealing with. So I've got the Predator mocked up on the base belly pan of our G1 golf cart. And as you can see, what we'll essentially have here is our clutch drive through here, and the gearbox is down here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is build a skid that's going to go on the factory rubber mounted mounting points, engine mounts. And on that skid, the engine will actually be raised up. This gearbox will be tucked underneath just a little bit, so that way our belt drive will work. Otherwise, if you mount them separately in different locations, you'd have to find a longer belt, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but this is the way I'm going to do it. And then from there will simply be a chain drive from this sprocket coming up to here, and then we will fab up. I'm going to cut a keyway in the shaft so I can put a 3/4 10 tooth chain sprocket, number 40 chain sprocket on here, which matches this one, so it'll be 1-to-1 from here to here. And if we really wanted to, we could actually change that ratio a little bit. I think you can put one bigger sprocket on that gearbox, but I'd have to double check that. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. It is going to be a little heavy towards the driver's side, but actually one of the other things I really want to do with this cart is the gas tank that's on the Predator. I'm probably going to get rid of and implement a fuel pump that pulls from the factory tank. So we will still get fuel from the big, what looks like a 5-gallon tank. Now, my thought process on this is it looks like we're going to be a little heavy towards the driver's side. But one of the other things I really want to do with this cart is I want to put headlights on it, tail lights, I want to put a stereo in it, some speakers, and eventually I'm going to get an electric start kit for this Predator 212, so everything will be driven off the key up here, key start with choke and everything else. So to do that, the Predator 212 I don't think is going to pull enough amps to recharge a 12-volt battery. I really want to put a 12-volt car battery in this thing so I can run all the electronics, and I don't think that engine's going to do that, especially pulling the big power things that we're going to want to do. So what I think would be fun is over here in our little RB100 we have a 105cc engine, and as I said before, this bike we want to also put a Predator in. So this engine right here, we are going to have a twin or dual engine, whatever you want to call it, golf cart. I'm going to mount that 105cc engine right up here with a battery behind it, and it is going to have a belt drive running an alternator. So this thing will have a pony motor generator built into it. We will be pulling all the power that we need, full 12 volts, 115 amp alternator probably, recharging our battery. So you can do whatever you want. You can recharge stuff, you can put a power inverter in it. This thing will light up. Now, is it necessary? No, but half the stuff we do around here isn't necessary, so why not? We're gonna have that extra engine laying around. Why not have a dual engine Yamaha G1 golf cart? So anyways, that is the gist of what we're gonna do to this. Like and subscribe if you wanna follow along in the build process. I will try and do a lot of details on how I'm building the skid, how I'm adapting from the torque converter to chain drive to our factory rear differential, getting everything hooked up and making it work. Even if you're not interested in the twin engine part of it, it would work just fine like this. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Dadgummit, stay good. We'll see you later.